I think we're gonna have to put the light on.
Great start, isn't it?
I should turn this on. There we go. Right. Don't really know how to use it.
No, it's new. It's fancy.
Right, there's nobody else there, so.
That's good.
Not good. Uh-oh, there's Far.
Uh-oh.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to our live video. I'm glad you are here.
Let's face it, it's better than watching Craig David. Craig David, it's like I'm 19. He was shit then and he still is now.
That's been a long time ago.
Tell me about it. I'm 39 on Thursday.
You are. That goes quickly.
Quick year. Right.
It is. I don't know where it went. It feels like yesterday we were just celebrating the New Year.
Yeah. Saying how different things were going to be. And obviously, I mean, it's been a big year with you getting the full-time, well, not the full-time work, but with you getting the contract, me getting the job, Thomas starting primary school.
Yeah,
It's been a big year.
Very busy.
Life's a lot easier though. Personally, I think.
Yeah, well.
Since the job, I'll say people have disappeared.
For you, it might be easier. For me, it's not really because now I'm home alone and now I'm struggling. When I usually had the support from you, with my back and everything.
I was meaning more financially, really. Like we wouldn't have been able to afford.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, mine's stuck anyway. And yours has as well.
Maybe that's why everyone's gone. Because it's so, oh no, it's working. So yeah, it's just it. On one hand, it's good that you working because, like you said, financially we are better. But on the other hand, it's just kind of harder on me because now I'm on my own and I have to do everything on my own.
I mean, obviously, anyone who's watching the videos knows that Ula's going through a lot with the endometriosis at the moment. And I think being on her own this last 12 months, sort of looking after Thomas every day, it's taking its toll, as it's bound to, really.
On top of the chronic back pain since 2007, which is 12 years now.
Because we always halved everything, didn't we?
Yeah.
We sort of took it in shifts looking after Thomas because he didn't need a lot of looking after when he was younger. He did struggle.
He did.
But he's really blossomed this year.
The difference, honestly, it's amazing.
We spent the whole summer really worried that he was going to struggle when he got to school, and he's absolutely smashing it, isn't he?
Yes.
He's absolutely smashing it, and we couldn't be any more proud of him.
Yeah. He's doing well.
We sadly lost one of these guys this year, didn't we?
We did.
Which was very sad and very sudden.
Oh, sit.
He loves to sit. Look. Go on. Trouble was a big surprise. It came out of nowhere. It was just 1 minute she was fine, the next minute we were at the vets having to put her to sleep. But she made a real mess of herself. I'm not 100% sure what she did, but it wasn't good. So that was a pretty sucky weekend.
Right before Thomas started school?
Yeah. Has it been that long? Wow, it doesn't seem like that long. I think it hit Ula more than it did me because she was her cat.
Yeah.
She kind of followed Ula everywhere, whereas me, we never really bonded, to be honest. I mean, she was still a great little cat, but she was just angry towards me.
Oh, yeah. Licking already?
This one's going to lick a massive wet patch in Ula's t-shirt. Yeah, it's already started. So I mean, I don't know what you guys have been up to in 2019. I hope you had a good year, but ours has gone too quick for me to really realise if we've had a good year or not. I think we have.
I think between all the hospital appointments and how busy we've been with everything, it kind of got pretty crazy. Oh, hi! Hey!
Hey!
Hello, I'm glad you're here.
Oh, awesome.
Okay, see you soon.
I hope you have something very nice to eat.
Yes.
Like my Chinese takeaway that I had earlier. Oh. We had Chinese, which is kind of our New Year thing. We do it every year, don't we?
It is.
Chinese style chicken curry. Ooh,
Well, that's yours. I had a salt and pepper chicken.
which is good. So yeah, work's gone well for me this year. Doing the right thing. I must be doing the right thing. Whenever I have a day off, people seem to miss me, and they seem quite relieved when I come back. I think the trick is when you have a holiday, don't tell whoever's covering you everything about the job, because they'll struggle and it makes you look even better. I had a week off, and seriously, when I got back, it looked like the place had been ransacked or burgled. There was just rubbish everywhere. And I quite enjoyed that, to be honest, because it kind of showed that they did rely on me. On the quiet, it's quite a tricky job. I mean, I work for a company that probably has 300 employees, and they make hundreds of garage doors every day. And it's my job to book the stock in that comes on the deliveries, and I'm the only person that does it. So it is a busy, busy job. But I like to have as much fun as I can, really, don't I? I'm not a very sensible person, probably 99% of the time. Work, I'm very, very serious. I do take my job very seriously, but I like to make fun of pretty much every situation that I can. I would rather do that than be all serious and worrying.
And I kind of have to put up with it.
And unfortunately, because of that, Ula has to be the serious one who worries and, oh, we've only got £3 in the bank to last us a fortnight. It'll be fine. Whack it on the credit card, it'll be fine.
What credit card?
The one that we've got maxed. But yeah, I am very proud of Ula this year. Like I said, for having to step up, and I mean, obviously, you know, it's not stepping up because she loves being a mum, but having to take the full burden, because obviously I was at home 5-6 years.
Yeah, I've
every
always
day.
had you for help with everything.
It's like, it might sound ridiculous, but she can't make herself a cup of tea as nice as the one that I make her, apparently. So when I go to work, she doesn't have a cup of tea till I get home, which may explain why she goes through about £300 worth of Dolce Gusto capsules every month, because she drinks nothing but coffee.
I don't drink that much.
But
She's
she's done so much work with Thomas this year. He's really picking it up.
Well, it's not me. It's the school that.
I swear to God, just having this on the screen is making time
Well,
go
then
slower.
Don't look at Craig David.
He needs to stop rewinding and realise it's time to go away. So anyway, let's get on to my first love, my everlasting love, Liverpool. Fantastic year.
Good decade.
I believe. Good end to the decade. Start of the decade, I think finished about 10th. We were shocking. When we met, we were shocking, weren't we? Like back then, if we beat Man United, it was like a massive, massive result, because we never beat them, hardly at all, for 20 years. So, Klopp's come in. I think this one, who is a little bit of a football psychic, to be honest, she said, this guy's going to win us stuff, didn't you? From the day he came in, she watched his first press conference and she said, yeah, this guy's perfect for Liverpool. And not really spending a lot of money. He has won us everything, apart from the Premier League, and we're currently, I don't know, about 8 million points ahead going into New Year, so quite good there. Apparently, we won the European Cup in July or June. I don't really remember it happening. I've seen a video of it afterwards, but that wasn't a good few weeks, was it?
No, you were very ill. I haven't seen you that ill, I think, forever.
End of May, I got really bad. I got a viral infection, and I missed like almost the whole of June off work. I could barely get out of bed. I think I dropped about 2.5 stone, didn't I? Because I just couldn't eat. Like, anyone that knows me will know that I have a passion for crisps. And I couldn't even eat crisps. I opened a packet of crisps and I had like one crisp, and that was it. I couldn't get anything else. I think I was living off cup of soup, wasn't I?
You didn't even eat cup soups. You were just drinking. And that's it.
But yeah, it wasn't nice. because I barely saw Thomas. I don't even remember seeing him. It was just bad. Bad time for all of us, really. Obviously, missing out on the wages as well. I didn't get barely any money, so a lot of people in Britain slag it off, but thankfully for Universal Credit, we actually got some money that month. Otherwise, we would have been screwed. We would have been majorly screwed.
And on top of that, they messed up your payslip too.
Well, no, it turns out they didn't actually mess it up. They claim, which actually is right, I didn't think it was at the time, the wages are worked out a week before the end of the month.
Yeah.
So you get paid for what you've done up to the 22nd, but they had the last week from the month before into that, which makes up your full month. So when they didn't pay me for the last week that I worked, they hadn't actually made an error, but luckily it went in the following month. It's just hard work with, especially, I didn't think it would be such hard work with the job centre. I think I've had more issues with the job centre, well, we have as a couple, since I got a job, than what we did when I was actually going to the job centre. I don't know.
The only problem is I have to keep ringing every month to report my earnings because I don't pay tax and insurance because I earn so little. And I kind of fall between, in the system, I'm being lost. So
your employers are saying that they're sending it, and
Yeah.
the job centre are saying that they're not receiving it. So somewhere it's going missing. So she has to ring up every month
and report my earnings every single month. And it's just a pain in the bottom. But it is what it is.
Yeah. So what are you hoping for going forward from 2020?
A day of peace and quiet.
You've not had one for the last 10 years. You're not going to get one next year. No, next year's going to be no different.
No, my only hope is to sort out the endo and just get rid of that pain because I don't think I can manage any longer. So I'm waiting for that surgery and I'm really hoping it's just gonna be done because it's ridiculous. I live off painkillers.
You're almost rattling, aren't you, at the
Yeah.
moment you take that many? Even like the ibuprofen, you're having to take the lysine stuff, aren't you? The stronger stuff, because the regular stuff just doesn't cover it.
This one is only because of the headaches, which are caused because of the injection that apparently I don't have to have now.
Sorry, I wasn't smiling at you there. I'm smiling at the cat using its scratching post.
I'm glad it's working.
I'm glad to stop fighting over it like a couple of girls. Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
We know you're stroking it. Yeah.
Come here.
Topic
Come
is
say
a cat
hello.
that you don't normally see.
Come say hello.
This one obviously likes to make an appearance during our
Come say
end of
hello.
day videos. But this guy, yeah, I've had my ups and downs with this cat over the years. Mainly ups, but down when I had to have an injection in my bottom because I tried to be a hero and he got his paw caught in the radiator. Me never having a cat before, I thought, I'll be a hero and I'll loosen him. He thought I was adding to his predicament and sunk his claws into my hand.
What do you want?
And his teeth. So after about 4 days in my hand being up to about here, I thought, I better get
You
to
should have gone straight away, like I told you. You never listen to me.
I don't listen to you. No, that's my job as a husband. If I listened to you, things would get done right the first time, and we wouldn't speak because there'd be no need to argue.
We don't argue.
Well, we do. Well, no, we don't. I say something stupid, so then I apologise. You say something stupid, I also apologise, and everything's sorted.
Very good.
It's just
Nice
me
and
apologising,
sweet.
to be totally honest, which is the way it works, I think, with every marriage, isn't it? But everyone's talking about this decade thing, aren't they? Like,
Yeah.
for us, it was massively different because we weren't together at the start of the decade, were we?
Yes, we weren't. It's random because I came to England, to Morecambe in September 2010, and then we met in October for the first time, for a second.
Completely by accident as well.
Yeah.
Just
At
out of nowhere.
car park.
Mm.
I was passing out sweeties and Yep.
As you can probably tell, I accepted the sweeties.
And you came round New Year's Eve? No, it was New Year's Day already.
It was after
Because we were
midnight,
back
but it was
from fireworks.
New Year's 2011, so it's going to be 9 years ago.
Yeah.
And you were asleep, and I wanted to check my Facebook, so I climbed onto the mattress next to you and logged in on your laptop, didn't I?
Yeah, and I woke up and there was him lying next to me on my laptop. Luckily, I was too drunk and I'm back to sleep.
Yeah, that wasn't a clever idea at the time, to be honest. Drinking neat vodka with a Polish person on New Year's was ropey the next day. But yeah, and then it went out of nowhere. We moved. Well, I moved in. Didn't actually tell her.
No, you didn't left.
Just stayed. Couldn't be bothered going home. It was easier to just stay there where I was. And then look at us, 9 years later. No, we had our 7th wedding anniversary last month,
We did.
and I'm no word of a lie. It barely feels like 2 or 3 years. It's just flown by, and it's not been easy. We've had a lot of issues, sort of.
We do, but
Over
I think
the years,
it's
but...
kind of good because we started together at the low point.
Oh yeah,
and worked from that.
I've always said, Ula met me at my absolute worst. I don't think I could have got any worse.
I think it worked both ways, yeah.
And we definitely helped each other. I mean, I was living back at my parents, and I had no job, no money, no car, no nothing, and I wasn't in a good place, to be honest.
But for some reason with us, it kind of just works. We can't explain it because we are completely different. We don't agree about anything, and if we ever do, there's gonna be a divorce. But
it's even down to the most stupid stuff. Like, she'll take 2 photographs of the Christmas tree, and she's like, "Pick one." So I pick one, and it's the opposite one. And I guarantee every time it's the opposite picture.
yeah.
And you would almost sort of assume that we do it on purpose, but we don't.
No, it's just different. For some, it's weird because we are different yet we agree with each other.
And it's on everything. It is literally on everything. We don't like the same music. We don't like the same movies. We don't like the same books. We don't
Nothing.
Same colours or anything. We literally have nothing in common.
Nothing.
Apart from Thomas.
And the cats.
Well, no, the cats were yours. I kind of stuck with them. I had to put up with the cats to get to you because I knew that the cats would come first over me. If one of us had to leave, it'd be me out the door, so I kind of had to put up with them. But I was never a cat person, ever. To the point where my father used to shoot them with air rifles out of his bedroom window to stop them from crapping in his flower bed. But yeah, these two are different, to be honest. I've met other cats before and they weren't nice. These two are more like dogs. For example, yesterday when I was stood in the kitchen and I patted myself and said to Tiger, "Come on," and he came to me. Cats don't normally do that. Cats are normally like, yeah, whatever, mate. They don't.
They do.
Cats are ignorant.
You're an ignorant.
Pretty much. This is what I live with. Everyone against me. Whenever there's an argument, it's always Mummy, Thomas, the cats, all against me. I'm pretty sure when my mother comes around, she still sides with Ula as well. Everyone does.
She does. That's a different story. She's always been on my side.
Oh, my dad. Christ. My dad thought you were the greatest bloody thing ever. Always. All he ever told me was how amazing you were, and I was like, yeah, I know. I know. That's why I'm living with my dad.
He was a lovely man, wasn't he?
Yeah. I don't know whether we've been into it or not, but my dad died very suddenly. Is it 5 years ago now or 6?
2013.
No way.
2013.
He got up to... It sounds stupid, really, but he got up to draw the curtains and dropped dead. And it turned out he had a pulmonary embolism.
Yeah.
Just completely out of nowhere. We'd been out that day. We'd been to the park.
Yeah, we've been out and about, and we spent day together,
and
then suddenly that was it.
Got a text off my mum. We were actually delivering an Easter card to the vicar that married us, weren't we? To Linda, and
Because we weren't married for that long, were we?
No.
About 6 months. 5.
And you wanted to get married quite quickly, and obviously it's a good reason. It's a good job we did, really, because my dad wouldn't have got to see it. So,
Yeah.
but I'm glad the last thing I ever said to him was that I loved him, and he said the same thing to me. So I'm glad that's how we ended it.
It's a shame Thomas won't meet him.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, he would have loved Thomas, to be honest, because he was retired. He was always around at our house, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He'd come round and he'd notice jobs that needed doing, and he'd intentionally only do one of them so that he could come the next day and do the next one. And he would have had loads of fun with Thomas.
He would.
Because he was brilliant with kids with his dad.
Well, all we can do is keep his memory.
Yeah, we've got pictures of him, and
Is that?
it is, yeah.
I don't
I
think
don't know
you
if you
can
can
see
see it. Oh, you can't actually. He's up there,
Right there.
stood next to Ula. Ula's in between me and my dad there.
Yeah, it's my mom, your dad, me, you, your mom, and my dad. Mix and match.
So yeah, 2019's been good though. I've enjoyed it.
It's been progressing slowly, better and better. So.
Yeah. Like I said, Thomas is getting better with things now. He was a challenge, we're not going to lie. He wasn't the hardest kid to bring up in the world because he is a good boy, but he does have his moments, and we're still waiting on
I don't know when the next
getting a
appointment's gonna be.
classification as to why he has these moments. I mean, we got a letter off them when you were going to Poland, didn't we? So there obviously is something that's going to be diagnosed when he's old enough to be. So
Yeah, just trying to figure out what it is exactly, how to name it. Well, it just he is specific. He's definitely specific, and there are moments when he's really hard work, but we wouldn't change it, would we?
No, he's a brilliant little boy,
So
and he's very gentle and very kind as well. Isn't he?
Yes.
He's the sort of kid that would go out of his way to be nice to you, and it's not like it's forced either. He's just like that all the time.
Yeah.
We are very lucky in that sense because some of the kids he goes to school with are little sods. There's a little boy that he goes to school with that pushes him in the back, and I kind of want him to bite back, but it's not the sort of thing you want a 5-year-old to do. But he wouldn't do anything. He'll just stand, and he'll get quite upset about it, wouldn't he? But he'll just stand there and let it happen because he's not a violent
But
kid.
he also has his moments. He knows when to. Well, I think I've watched him once pushing, which was nice, kind of in that kind of situation.
He's actually taken to stropping, hasn't he, in the last few months,
Yeah,
which is really, really
cute.
funny. Fine, I'm going, and he marches off to his bedroom in a little grunt with himself. It's so funny because we're not soft, I don't think, are we? But we kind of let him get away with.
Well, we are
fair
definitely
bit.
we are soft. Not too soft,
I
but soft.
think because I think you had quite a strict upbringing, didn't you? Your upbringing was very strict. That we kind of let him away with things that maybe we shouldn't. But at the same time,
he is, because of how specific he is. Sometimes there is just no other way around it.
it's just better to let him get on with it sometimes, isn't it?
I've asked many times, and I asked the health visitor, I asked GPs, I asked every single person that would talk to me, what can I do? And they all said one thing: pick your battles. So we are picking the battles.
7 minutes to midnight and fireworks.
Ooh.
I'm looking forward to the fireworks. London will put on a good show while there's all these people living on the streets and homeless and with not a penny to their name. London will quite happily spend a few million quid on fireworks.
Oh, it's nice to have a fireworks. It's better to have fireworks like this than those idiots around wasting money on fireworks.
You get them idiots anyway.
Scaring dogs, and they should not be allowed.
Personally, I personally think fireworks should be banned at home. You may disagree with me there.
Commercial use.
I think they should be for commercial use only because there is nothing worse than these idiots that get fireworks and start setting them off in July. Like, it's daylight, you knobheads. You can't even see the fireworks, but they do it. We've had it here this year, haven't we? Been going pretty much non-stop from about 2 months before Halloween. They were going tonight here at about 8:30. Fair enough. Maybe the odd one going off at midnight, you don't mind, but 8:30 at night, what the hell's all that about?
On top of that, there are animals that are scared of them. And not only animals, Thomas is petrified of them. He doesn't like them when he goes and see them, but if he just hears them, he's freaking out. And it's really hard to keep him in the ear defenders all day because some idiot might fancy to.
Yeah, like I
set them
said,
off.
fair enough. When it gets to midnight, you can maybe expect a couple, but not. You shouldn't have to put up with them all night from sort of tea time onwards because it's. Why are you letting a firework off at 6:33 on a random bloody night? It's not New Year's yet, but they do it.
Well,
I'm trying to think of something exciting to say, but I think one of my first acts of 2020 is going to be to ring the council and complain about nobody else in the building recycling.
aren't you getting old?
And I'm telling you now, 20 years ago, I would have probably laughed at the person saying that in a video, but it winds me up. It winds me up that I can't put my rubbish into the bin outside because everyone else in the building is too lazy to put their cardboard in the recycling bin.
We're gonna show you tomorrow in the video how
They come
full
once
and
a fortnight
ridiculous.
to do our bin. There is 4 families living in this building, so 8 adults, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 kids. So there's 15 people living in this building. We have one big bin outside, and they take it every 14 days. But nobody else puts recycling in the recycling bin. Everybody just chucks cardboard boxes.
Well, no, Ryan does. They do recycling.
To be honest, then it must be that side because next door I've seen her putting recycling in the recycling stuff. But you go outside like the day after the bin's gone, the bin will be completely empty and there'll be a bin bag next to the bin. And it's like just pick it up and put it in the bin.
Also, they put like all plastic bottles in one bin bag and leave it next to the bin. Well, why don't you put it in the recycling bin?
I mean, we're not eco warriors or anything, are we?
No,
But
well-
you bought 3 cheap recycling bins off the internet.
It's nothing more but saving a space in the bin
Yeah.
for the normal rubbish that you need there. It's not even about recycling. It's just about keeping the space in the bin for the stuff that you can't recycle.
We probably go through 4 bin bags a fortnight because it usually coincides that the bin needs emptying the same night as the cat litter.
Yeah.
If everybody did 4 bin bags, they would comfortably fit in there. But usually within 2 days, 3 days of the bin being emptied, you can't get another bin bag in. And just, it's shocking. But again, that's not really a conversation for New Year, is it? I
This is it.
suppose?
I don't know why you even started
Just
that.
ranted. I was thinking about it before. I have to rant about things at the time when I'm thinking about them, otherwise I'll forget.
Write them down. Write them down, Grandad.
I'm not writing stuff down. I'll make a note on my phone
Okay.
and then never look at it.
Okay, make a note then. Right, should we get ready slowly? There is 3 minutes.
Yeah,
2 minutes.
3 minutes. What time are you looking at?
I don't know, because,
That's how long we've been on for, 28 minutes.
yeah. Well, then bring it.
Got my fancy fox pants on.
You and your fast ones. Right, because I've got glasses here. So we're gonna have to, I think, move you guys somewhere because we're gonna be opening the champagne over the balcony door. Well, balcony. It's not balcony. What's it called?
What?
What's the door called? Is it balcony door?
The patio door.
Patio door.
Balcony?
Okay. Oh, yeah.
we don't want ground floor.
Well, the patio door. So we're gonna have to move you, I think, onto the sofa.
I'm going to shake this up and I'm going to fire it at Ula like a Formula 1 driver. Last year, I got this ready and then realised it took me about 1.5 minutes to get the metal crate off the top of it. And I kind of missed the countdown. So I'll probably see that again, actually, to be
Yeah,
fair.
I don't think we've managed to do it on time, ever.
No. So we may actually put the sound on the TV.
Just for a second, but we're gonna move you guys so you can see maybe a little bit of telly. And,
We need to sort that clock
Right.
out. That clock's annoying because it's nowhere near
we
right.
have different clocks around.
Yeah, every
different
clock in the house shows a different time. So you can see sort of 5 to the hour in every different room you go in.
Right, and I'm gonna move you guys a little bit.
Come away from the door, you 2 idiots.
Oh, they are first to go out.
Go on.
Right, so if I put you here, you should see the timer and the What's the time? 2 minutes. Hello, Karen. Hi.
Hi.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining us.
So get down to the you
Still have some time.
fighting with the cats.
Oh, they want to come out. Do we have the glasses?
Yeah.
I think.
Right.
Not yet. Oh, hi.
Hey. Oh, get.
What are you doing here instead of celebrating?
Oh, is that it?
No, not yet.
Oh, the fire. See the fireworks going already.
15,
Oh.
14, 13,
Oh.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
Not gonna come up, is it?
2, 1.
No. Do it again. Every year. Every year, man.
Still battling it. Oh, look at the fireworks.
Is it going off in London?
Yeah. Come on.
Do you know what, man? This is the worst year yet.
Tiger.
Thank you for joining us for New Year 2021. Still struggling with this bottle.
Come on.
Oh, it's not happening.
Can you see how often we drink? Never.
It's not coming out.
Tiger. Tiger. All right. Well, he's a lost cause. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Amber's here.
Oh, man.
Oh, look at the fireworks.
This is shocking, this.
We're gonna have to go to London one year. Tiger. Tiger. Maybe use a knife or something.
Oh, yeah, break your fingers.
Well, I don't know how you open the champagne.
You normally just pop it off. It normally just pops out.
I tell you what, go out and close the door so the cats don't come out. Alright, well, here's a lost cause. They always have a nice display. Hopefully, in a few years' time, Thomas is gonna be old enough to last till midnight, or old enough for us to wake him up for midnight, so he can join us. Hey, he opened it.
Yeah.
Hey, it only took you 2 minutes.
Not bad, that.
I mean, what?
You can have a sip before you get bored.
Just a little bit. Oh.
Okay.
Huh?
So, put that down on there. Oh, man. That was pathetic. Happy New
Happy
Year.
New Year. Happy New Year, baby.
Happy New Year, sweetheart. Love you, darling.
I love you too.
Oh. Wow.
Not bad.
Mm.
Tiger, go away.
Beauty.
I'm going out.
Look at that.
That's some fireworks.
They always do well, though, don't they, in London?
They do. To be fair, they have a good place there with the London Eye.
You went there once, didn't you?
I did. It was really good.
What
For New
year
Year.
was that?
2006. I think.
Wow, quite a while ago then.
5 or 6. I think it was 6.
You'd have only been 30 then, wouldn't you?
Then you must have been 100. You're just jealous because I'm younger than you.
You'll catch me up one day. So Thomas keeps saying.
Well, I probably will.
Yeah. Yeah, won't be far off.
Right, let me get that bottle cracked on your head. I'm going to catch you up quicker.
Well, it's all right, that stuff, you know. Morrison's finest.
I don't even think it's Morrison's finest.
Get yourself some soda water, love, you'll be drunk.
Yes, I do. I'm gonna go bring it actually.
So we've got. Who's next? It's going to be America, isn't it? In about 5 hours.
I don't know. I know Poland celebrated an hour ago.
Australia celebrated at dinner time. Here.
That's how you open bottles. Not for 2 minutes.
Yeah, I'm going to get a screw top one next year. I've made an embarrassment of myself 3 years running now.
Oh, that bottle doesn't have a cork. Yeah, because the cork is such an easy job for you.
Couldn't get any purchase on it. The body doesn't go well with cork.
I think we can switch the sound on and move them back here. You can sit down and continue our chat before we switch over to Amber's channel because she's gonna be going live soon.
Oh.
Well, not soon, but yeah. So I don't know. What are your plans for this year?
I plan to celebrate my birthday tomorrow. I say that every year. Oh, it's my birthday tomorrow. Like it's a hilarious thing. But yeah, I turn 39 on Thursday, on the 3rd. I can't remember when my birthday is.
Second.
On the 2nd. Previous years I've said I don't feel that old, but this year I kind of do. It's kind of caught up with me, I think.
Sweetie, you're 39,
Don't be a smart ass just because
you're almost a granddad.
How old are you? 33?
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
Well, you better remember that.
Yeah. No, plans for 2020 are keep working hard, because I do. You try not to laugh there, right? I don't know, really. Just want us all to be happy. Everybody, but mainly the three of us. Me, you, and Thomas, and my mum, and Les. But that's it. Harry, maybe his missus and the kids.
All right, a lot.
That's the beauty of having a small circle. You see, you don't have to think about that many people. Which is why I keep people pushed away.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why.
That's why people avoid me.
Just too lazy.
Well, yeah. If people want to be your friend, they'll be your friend, whether you make an effort or not. I mean, look at me and Harry. I've been friends with Harry for a long time, on and off.
I was gonna say on and off.
We don't make an effort every 5 minutes to talk to each other. It just happens.
Just happens. You talk to each other 24/7.
Yeah, because we're both hilarious and we've got really funny stuff to tell each other. None of which can be repeated on here. But... What are your plans for 2020?
I don't know. Just, like I said, get rid of the endo and just get rid of the pain, and hopefully I will feel better because my head feels mashed, like really bad. I can't focus. I can't make a sentence. It's I don't know. The simple things become like really big deal because I can't do them.
Plus, you've been quite strongly affected by the weather this year, haven't you? And we've had a really bad, kind of crappy winter, haven't we?
Yeah, the anxiety and the depression, it kind of gets worse when the weather's really, really bad. And unfortunately, we live in England. Which means especially the late autumn winter times are quite rough for me.
We seem to be getting kind of extreme weather now. We never used to. Like when I was a kid, we never really got a summer. Whereas now, like when we do get a summer like that, was it this year we had the heat wave?
I think it was for 3 days. Oh, cool.
No, was it this year or last year when it was just non-stop heat for about 3 weeks, and we were praying that it would rain.
Last year. Well, not last year. 2 years ago now. It's 2020.
It was horrendous. For about 3 weeks, I don't think we had any rain. And I think every single day we were getting up at like 6 o'clock in the morning and it was 15, 16
Yeah,
degrees.
we had a
and it
fan
was
in
getting
Thomas's
hotter and hotter
bedroom
and hotter.
to be able to put him to sleep because it was like 27 degrees Celsius in his bedroom.
I think our local newspaper ran a headline, didn't they? Because over like a weekend, it was hotter here than it was in the Dominican Republic.
Yeah, I think so.
It was ridiculous. But yeah, the bad weather sort of really affects Ula. You can kind of tell with Ula what the weather's like outside just by looking at Ula. And it does really bother. And I'd never heard of that before. But a guy I work with said he suffers from the same thing.
But I went to the doctor and I said, well, I struggle with the weather. And he's like, never heard of it. Good job, doctor.
But I've spoken to 3 or 4 people this year and they've all said that they get really gloomy when the weather's bad. Because I didn't know, I wasn't 100% sure whether I believe you or not when you first told me, but obviously it is bad.
It is.
Wow, look at them fireworks.
It's nice.
I'd be worried that wheel was going to set on fire.
No.
They should, right? Put fireworks underneath all the little carriages on that wheel and then spin it around proper fast like a gaffering wheel. Imagine paying about £1,000 to go up there on New Year's Eve and be up there when he does. Fire it off like a gaffering wheel. Look at London. London scares me. I'm a small town northern boy, and London scares me. Just the sheer size of it. To be fair, I walked into the Trafford Centre once, and I don't think I shut my mouth for about an hour and a half. I was petrified, and that's just a shopping centre in Manchester. So London really frightens me.
I don't mind big cities, but I would not want to live in one. It's just too chaotic, too busy, and too nasty. So
We actually
the smaller village, the better.
We actually got accepted for a house, didn't we? Earlier
We
on
did.
last year. But we worked it out and it was going to cost us so much more in rent a month that we couldn't go. But it was in a little village called Caton.
Unfortunately, we got it after Thomas was accepted to primary school.
Yeah.
And because we've already done the settling in sessions, we didn't want to change. Plus, to be fair, we kind of happy that he got into the school.
Yeah, they do a lot for children with needs.
I think like with every school, they are arguable. You know, they have lots of bad things. But at the same time, the good things that are about the school are the good things that are good for us, which matters.
But this place where we had the chance to move to was a small little village, the other side of Lancaster. It was about 5 minutes from work.
Yeah.
It was perfect. Brand new house. They were all brand new builds. They were going to come in. They were going to carpet it all for us. They were going to put kitchen cupboards in, all our choice. But it would have put up our rent by about £500. We would have literally had enough money to have lived there, and that was it. We probably wouldn't have been able to afford to put any food in the fridge.
Well, bear in mind, I would have to go twice to go take Thomas to school and then come back.
Yeah.
And it would be quite a journey, so...
Well, you would have had to have taken me to work, then come home, taken Thomas to school.
Well, no, you could be
Come
picked
back.
up by anyone, really.
Well, you couldn't rely on other people. But so luckily, we kind of refused it. And I think looking back, we did make the right choice because we would have been in trouble, I think, financially.
But I would love to live there, peace and quiet, just fields and nothing.
Yeah, it would have been a nice area. It is really, really quiet. I work with a guy who lives there and he loves Caden. He said he'd never live anywhere else. He's lived there since he was born. And he said he'd never go anywhere else. Look at this idiot pretending he's DJing.
Leave Craig David alone.
Oh, they're getting worse. Last year we had Madness, which just about was okay. I think the one that really annoyed me was when they had that idiot with Queen. Adam Lambert was singing the Freddie Mercury songs with Queen with the rest of the band. And it was just like, oh, behave. You're never going to find another Freddie Mercury.
No, you're not. Someone has to replace him so they can sing.
So I've noticed I'm getting a lot grumpier. Big time. And I don't even know if it's a recent thing, but I am getting stuff really, really pisses me off.
No,
to be honest.
Charlotte.
I'll come home from work and there will have been at least 10 things on my drive home that's annoyed me. And it really does annoy me. It's not just like, oh, that's annoying. It's like,
and I have to put on.
I've been finding myself getting really, really, really annoyed recently with people not saying thank you. Like when you let someone in front of you in a queue in the
Aren't you getting
supermarket,
old?
and you let them in, and they just walk through. Or like when you hold the door open for someone, how hard is it to say cheers?
Ta.
Ta. It's 2 letters. It's not even a word.
Because you're getting old and grumpy.
Yeah. And driving. My God. We didn't have a car for a while, and I'm kind of glad we didn't, because the people that drive nowadays, it's like there's an invention been put on cars. Some of you may have heard of it, called an indicator. And it's amazing what this indicator does. It actually lets other people know which way you're turning. And the amount of people that don't use it, and you sat at a roundabout waiting to go, and then they'll turn past you, and you're like, oh, nice one, dickhead. Thanks for that. I wanted to sit there for 10 minutes while you decided which way you were going. So yeah, so there's that. Dread to think what I'm going to be like when I turn 50. If I'm already this grumpy now and I'm not even 40.
Yeah, I'm kind of dreading it.
You should. You should.
Maybe you need to get like a chill pill.
Maybe. Do they do chill pills that are legal?
Yeah, it's called a hammer in the head.
Yeah, well, you couldn't do that. You'd be lost without me.
Right, I need more. The water works. Where's the water?
I don't know. You brought it.
Oh, there.
You're not just having a glass of water, are you?
No. Not just.
This is actually the first drink we've had this Christmas, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what have you done?
What do you mean, what have I done? It fizzed up.
Just stop, man.
There you go. That's enough for you. You're only little. So I think 2020, I would like to go on holiday maybe next year. Maybe not abroad or anywhere for a particularly long amount of time. Just maybe somewhere a bit more upmarket than where we usually go, which is a weekend in Blackpool.
I would like to go south because it's warm.
Nah,
Yeah, because it's, it's nice and warm there.
We need to have a conversation about that. Us northern boys, we don't travel well down south. They don't have gravy on chips. What is that all about?
You're going to be cooking on your own.
What do you mean cooking on my own? You're going to be cooking if we're going on holiday.
I'm not cooking. You're a good cook.
I'm not having time off work and I'm going and cooking food. I did that all over Christmas.
Well, I tried to cook. Oh, yeah. It's time you cooked a little bit.
No, she does. She does some amazing food, to be
But
honest.
you too. That's the problem. You're a better cook than I am. Why am I cooking?
I think we mentioned, like, when we first met, I was 11 stone. As you can probably tell, I'm not 11 stone anymore. This is actually me after losing all that weight with that infection. I was even bigger. But it's just, I got introduced to some amazing food when I met Ula. Stuff that we just don't have over here. And most of it's fried and it's glorious. Like pierogi and them croquettes you do. Oh man, them croquettes are the greatest thing I've ever had. She used to, when she was trying to impress me.
What have they done?
She used to make schnitzel and mashed potato, but we don't get that anymore. I think the cats have been to the toilet.
Yeah, the
It's
first one there.
Quite an obscene smell. Kind of think they might have something wrong with them, but. So, no work till the 6th. Thomas says no school till the 6th as well. We both go back the same day. So, Ula's going to go from having us home constantly to being completely lost and being on a billy.
Finally, some peace and quiet. No, it'll be nice.
She says that. I'll get about 300 WhatsApps that day.
It was nice that you've both been home for so long. It just.
Yeah,
I mean, it was a massive change when you started work and then Thomas went to school and it's kind of.
I mean, not through any fault of my own. We had agency work, didn't we? We had temporary work when we were together, but I didn't actually have a full-time job from the minute I met Ula up until November 2018.
I've always said if it's not happening, there was a reason for it, and clearly it was not meant to happen then.
And then, I saw this job going, and I thought, warehouse job, it's what I've done before. So I applied, got it same day. Had the interview, got the job, offered the job the same day, and it was doing something I'd done all my life. So it was literally like I was stepping into something that I already knew. But from being home every day, it's a big change, not just for Ula being home on her own, but for me as well, not being home. Like, it was hard. I remember your mum giving me that back rub when I got home, which was strange, appreciated, but still quite strange having your mother-in-law almost straddling you on the sofa, giving you a back rub. But it does change everything. Like, your whole life changes because you get a routine and you can't do it anymore. It's weird. But
I think the worst part is that right before I got pregnant with Thomas, I got the job. I was going to train and try to be a bus driver, which is what I've always wanted my whole life. And then a week after I was accepted, I found out I'm pregnant. 2 days later, I've been throwing up so badly, I had to give it up because I couldn't leave the house. So, yeah, and then my back got worse with years, and there was no way I can do that again. So
I think the biggest thing work-wise that annoyed me was when I was signing on at the job centre, they did a course to be an LGV driver.
They did. You started that, and it never happened.
And they were basically going to put you through your light goods vehicle license. They were going to pay for it, and there was pretty much a guaranteed job. They were going to do it in conjunction with 2 or 3 local haulage companies, because obviously, I don't know if you know where we are, but we're right close to Heysham Port. So there's quite a lot of haulage companies around here, and there was, I think, 250 people went to this meeting where the guy came and told us about it, and if you were interested, you put your details through, and the job centre sent you through for a medical, which I went through. I went to that weird old doctor's in Bear that looked like it was something out of the 1950s. And I passed. And then I heard nothing about it. And when I asked, it turned out that 3 people had actually gone through the medical stage. So it wasn't cost effective. And this is what annoyed me at the time, because it was free. We had the chance and nobody wanted to do it. So that died on its backside.
Anyway, clearly not meant to happen once again. It's
things happen for a reason, though.
Yeah. And, we had, before we moved into this flat, we had 2 different flats on the way, and they both didn't happen. And you were really upset because you really wanted.
Which one?
The one upstairs that we refused, because I would struggle with the pram, but then there was one on the ground floor on the other end of the estate.
Oh, yeah.
And then turns out that we're gonna get this one, and it's better because the other end of the estate is more rough. So we actually ended up in a better place in the end.
It's quite around.
But at the time, he was like really, really upset because we were getting it, we were gonna move, and then suddenly the people that moved out were pushed back because they were not. And turns out they were not entitled to move somewhere else. So we were gutted. But as with everything, it just proves that everything happens for a reason. You just have to find out that reason. And
well, we weren't first choice for this place, were we?
No.
And I think the people in front of us pulled out for some reason.
And this is a great place. I don't know what they wanted.
And I looked at, we've got the patio doors leading out. We've got a garden that goes the full length. It goes way past the side of the building. Really quiet. We did have an issue with one of the neighbours when we moved in, didn't we, that lived upstairs? Yeah. But she and a million different partners all left, thankfully. And we've got fairly quiet neighbours now. It's just a nice building. Like, everyone's got kids, so everyone's relatively quiet. You don't get any wild parties going on or anything. And
there were parties upstairs before Ryan and Claire moved in. It was bad out there.
Oh, can you remember that night that all them people were kicking off outside?
Oh.
And you went out the window and said, it's 4 o'clock in the morning, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I'm going to ring the police. And I said, the kids are trying to sleep. They went quiet after that.
Yeah, they did.
I mean, at one point it got so bad we had to get recording equipment off the council to prove how noisy they were because it was ridiculous.
Yeah, they were putting on like dryer for the night, but they wouldn't put it during the daytime. They were always putting it between 1 and 3 in the morning.
Because they slept during the day, so they didn't want to disturb themselves with the dryer.
And then the worst part was they've put it kind of in a place where it make really loud noise. So we couldn't sleep. We've been woken up. Thomas been woken up at night time. It was like really, really bad. And with the noise from upstairs and the noise from the main road, we kind of had to switch bedrooms. So Thomas now have the bigger bedroom that's supposed to be ours, and we are stuffed in a little one. But it works. And I think it's better now, isn't it?
All right. I'm quite happy here. I don't think I would need to move for a while now.
No. Yeah.
Not at all, you know. It's close to school as well. Like we're literally over the road. You could almost throw him into his classroom. It's handy as well. We're not that far from Morecambe. We're not that far from Lancaster.
No.
So
Good. With the car, it's a good place to be.
could do with being a bit nearer to work. If anyone's watching from work, get somewhere on Whiteland. That would be ideal. But yeah, it's good. It's good enough for us. More so than anything else, it's cheap. The rent, with it
You
being
don't
a
need
council,
much, do you?
with it being a council property, the rent is nice and cheap on it. I've seen some flats a hell of a lot worse than this, where they're charging neck and
You need a roof over your head,
well over £100 a
heating,
week.
water, and electric. That's it.
A lot of people complain about the council, but it might take them a couple of days. But at the end of the day, they come and do all our stuff that we need fixing for free. You know, you
They
don't
do.
pay for the work. They're good lads as well. So I can't really say a lot of bad stuff about the council because my dad worked for them for 20 odd years. So and they always did all right by him. So yeah, I think the tree's going to go down on Friday,
Yes.
and then it's properly over.
We still have Christmas tree, but
Just the tree,
just a tree now.
which I meant taking it down a lot easier. What messing around. I hate taking Christmas down. I hate it more than I hate putting them up.
I don't know. It takes quicker to take them down and put them up.
I don't know. I'm going to take all baubles back up again because we've got a lot of baubles on that tree this year. There's a lot of new ones that weren't there last year.
I don't know if there's that much more.
Thomas
You'll be fine.
Thomas will enjoy taking them off, I'm sure.
Yeah, and breaking them.
So tomorrow we've got a full day of football, which I'm sure you are over the moon about.
Oh yeah.
There's games on half
Hey,
12,
you know
3,
that-
half
you know-
5, 8.
You know, my dream day of being in bed. That might actually happen tomorrow.
You're probably going to get it if you're drinking that Prosecco.
Oh yeah.
You know how little you normally drink.
Hey, I'm not the one that gets up with Thomas in the morning.
Tell me about it. I was going to say you were saying about your friend Amber doing the live stream.
Yes, so
I don't think we see it.
probably not.
No, I think you get to bed sometime soon.
But most importantly, thank you very much for watching our channel,
Yeah.
for supporting us, for commenting and liking our videos, and we're hoping to get more friends and more subscribers over
Yeah.
the next year.
We didn't set out to be YouTube celebrities or anything, did we? It was mainly just a bit of a vlog to show just our everyday life, really.
Yeah.
Show the ups and downs we have with looking after Thomas, and it's been nice to meet new people.
It is. Yes, we've met some lovely people along the way.
See how other people are getting on with their lives. It's quite nice. But we only more of a memory really as well for Thomas, because obviously he'll be able to watch all these videos when he's older, and he'll be able to see what we used to do and what we used to get up to. So it'll be nice. But yeah, thank you very much. Thank you for all the likes and the subscribes that we've had this year.
Yeah.
We really appreciate it. We'll see you for more vlogs in 2020. I'm going to be writing 19 for about 6 months.
I don't know, because I've been writing 20 since October. I thought I'm always behind. This last year I was like,
But you're
yes.
slightly precious, my darling.
You're trying to say I'm stupid.
I'm not only precious.
Yeah.
We'll go with precious.
We go. Thanks.
I've had a very sore mouth for about 4 days, as Ula very well knows, so that's quite me.
Should I poke it?
No, don't poke it.
Poke?
Poke you. Stop it. You can spit your drink out at me. But anyway, thank you very much. We're going to go now and watch Craig David
No, I'm gonna prepare for Amber's.
pricking about in that
Live.
stupid pink coat. Oh God, I hate him. See, grumpy. Can't help it. Can't
Yeah,
help
that's
it.
what I have to put up with.
So yeah, thank you.
Thank you very
Goodbye.
much.
Happy New Year.
Bye.